I want to start this the same way it happened, because if you've been gardening long enough you'll recognize this moment instantly. The soil was dead, not tired, not struggling, dead, hard crust on top, dust underneath, no worms, no smell, no movement. I had added compost, I had mulched, I watered, I waited, nothing responded. It felt like the ground had given up. And then, almost as an afterthought, I poured something onto the soil that most people dump down the drain without thinking twice. I didn't expect a miracle. I just wanted to see if I could wake the soil up. 3 days later the ground was alive, literally moving, worms everywhere. And that's when it hit me. Soil doesn't die because it lacks nutrients. It dies because it lacks biology. Worms are not random visitors. They don't wander into soil hoping for the best. They follow food, moisture, and microbial activity. When soil becomes compacted, dry, and biologically inactive, worms leave or die off. Compost alone doesn't always fix that, especially if the microbial life needed to break it down isn't there. What worms are really chasing is bacteria and fungi. Feed the microbes and the worms follow. That's the entire principle behind what I poured into that garden. The liquid I used was fermented rice water. Nothing exotic. Just the cloudy water left over from rinsing rice, allowed to ferment naturally for a couple of days. During that time, beneficial bacteria multiply rapidly. Lactic acid bacteria, enzymes, amino acids, and trace nutrients all build up in that jar. When this liquid hits soil, it doesn't act like a fertilizer. It acts like a biological ignition switch. Microbes explode in population as soon as they contact organic matter in the soil. They begin breaking down old roots, leftover mulch, and locked up nutrients almost immediately. That sudden burst of microbial life is like ringing a dinner bell underground. Worms sense it and move in fast. I rinsed 1 cup of uncooked white rice with 2 cups of clean water, stirring until the water turned milky. I strained out the rice and kept the liquid. That cloudy water went into a glass jar covered loosely with cloth so it could breathe. I left it on the counter for 48 hours. When it smelled lightly sour, similar to yogurt or sourdough starter, it was ready. At that point, it was too strong to use directly. I diluted it at a 1:4 ratio, 1 part fermented rice water to 4 parts non-chlorinated water. For my garden bed, that meant 1 liter of fermented liquid mixed with 4 liters of rainwater. I poured it directly onto the soil, evenly, until the top layer was thoroughly moist but not flooded. The change was dramatic. Worms surfaced everywhere, from tiny juveniles to thick mature earthworms. The soil softened, it darkened. It developed that deep, earthy smell that healthy soil always has. When I scooped it up, it crumbled instead of clumping or turning to dust. The worms stayed because the conditions stayed favorable. Once biology returns, it sustains itself. Worm castings enrich the soil further, improving nutrient availability and structure. Their tunnels increased oxygen and water penetration. Roots followed those tunnels naturally. This wasn't a temporary boost, it was a system reboot. When worms move in, they do work no tool can replicate. They loosen compacted layers without disturbing soil structure. They pull organic matter deeper, mixing it with minerals. Their castings contain nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, and micronutrients in forms plants can absorb immediately. Even more important, worms distribute microbes throughout the soil profile. The bacteria from the fermented rice water didn't stay on the surface. The worms carried them down, spreading life where roots actually grow. So, I now apply diluted fermented rice water every 2 weeks during the growing season. That rhythm, honestly, keeps microbial populations strong without overwhelming the soil. I only apply it to the ground, never the leaves. It's most effective when the soil is dry, compacted, or just kind of biologically quiet. You really want to avoid using it when the soil is already waterlogged. Think of it as feeding the underground workforce, not watering plants. Most commercial soil products focus on nutrients without addressing biology. Without microbes, nutrients just sit unused. Fermented rice water, though, feeds life first. It costs almost nothing, and it uses a byproduct you already have. Plus, it really aligns with how soil ecosystems actually function. This isn't folklore or a gimmick, it's basic soil biology doing what it has always done when given the chance. If your garden looks hopeless, this method won't magically fix everything overnight, but it will restart the process that makes recovery possible. You may see worms, you may see improved moisture retention, you may notice better germination. Give it, 3 days. Watch closely. Soil responds quickly when biology returns. If this guide helped you see soil differently, subscribe to Nature's Fix for more methods rooted in real results, not products. Share this with another gardener staring at dead ground, wondering what went wrong. Sometimes the fix isn't adding more, it's feeding what's already supposed to be there.